Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM. We welcome you. Also, those joining us through our online affiliates literally around the world. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. We're excited to welcome recording artist Kyle Knight to our program today. Kyle is making his first appearance on our show this year to talk to us not only about his musical journey, but what it's been like for him to not only to share stories through music, but also to empower through music as well. His EP is called The Truth, and you guys will be hearing not one but two selections from the new project, one called Addiction and the other called Hey Sister, that's getting a lot of attention right now, as well as the video for it. We'll talk to Kyle about both of those singles, what it's been like for him to see the response to the video, but also, of course, what it's been like for him to hear from all of you as well. If you're just not hearing about Kyle, we'll tell you at the end of our segment how you can stay connected with him. But Kyle, hello to you, and welcome to the program, man.
Hey, how are you today?
Okay, doing really good. Let's just start off by talking about The Truth. I mean, what has it been like for you? I know I got it through our friends at Amazon.com, Kyle, but what has it been like for you to see the way that people literally around the country and around the world are responding to the music?
I mean, it's been fantastic. We dropped The Truth in such a political, controversial time that it just really worked out really nice, just the way how we put it together. You know, it's such a protesting type of track that, it really gets you off your feet. You know, there's some funk grooves in there, live instrumentation, as well as kids screaming the truth, and, of course, me rapping my butt off, with some really great lyrics we put together.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned the lyrics, Kyle, because one thing I noticed from you, and not only listening to the EP, but also in thinking about other interviews that you've done, is that you put a lot of focus into the content. Have you always known that storytelling through music was something that you wanted to do?
Yes, I always knew that from me being just a little squirt at 7 years old in my father's studio, really going back to older artists and classic artists and seeing, how they're writing their lyrics versus famous writers like Langston Hughes and things like that. And it always drove me to write the best lyrics that I can.
Yeah. And I think that is the thing. And now here you are as an artist able to not only share your music with the world, as I said, but also, of course, to be able to show other people what's possible. Empowerment is a big part of the single, Hey Sister, that we're going to be hearing a little bit later. But talk to us about that aspect, Cal, what it's been like for you to know that just by your doing your very best, you're showing other people how they can do the same thing.
I mean, it's been motivating me to even write more material, because what the fans and the people don't know is that when they like the material and when they're really feeling the material and they're getting behind me, it just makes me feel good just to really write the best songs that I can, just to do even more.
Yeah. I think one of the things I also noticed is that when I was prepping for this, you talked about your music and you were talking about the confidence. I mean, confidence is not an easy thing in the world that we're living in today, especially where so many people are urging you to conform in order to be able to, quote-unquote, make it. Where did the confidence come from for you, Kyle, to be able to create the kind of music that you wanted to create and not what other people wanted you to do?
Well, the confidence, where it comes from me, is definitely the clarity in my speech. I would say that's one, but the stories that I'm telling and my diction, and also the way how I'm performing my lyrics is really what motivates me to give the best performance that I can every time.
Yeah. And part of that goes to, again, the different singles that are on this project. One of those that I mentioned is called Addiction. We're going to start off with that one. Talk to us about that. I mean, you have not shied away from addressing some controversial topics, some things that are not always easy to discuss. Talk to us about that single and how it came about, Kyle.
Okay, well, Addiction, that's something I've been writing for a long time, and it was just to raise the consciousness and to make people aware of the pharmaceutical addiction all throughout the states, even opioids and heroin, and to tell people danger, addiction will flame you, which is how the hook goes, and to tell people, to really to stay away from it, but in the awesome hip hop, retro, really cool. Really great slamming track, it's a really good track, really strong track.
Right, for sure it is that. For those that have not had a chance to hear it, here is Addiction from Kyle Knight's new EP called The Truth. We'll be back with more of our conversation with Kyle right after this.
Asian with glasses, gorgeous fashion, going through pain. Memory flashes, couldn't deal with the pain. Quick to try anything, didn't know Molly's a mix with methamphetamine. Took 3, dispose of a life and dreams. Fell forward on the cabin tree, stumble over a chair. Suck at the air, you know she overdosed. One big cat, like a slump with the head of her lap. This Marley cap so crack, gotta fall onto her knees. God please, in a 2-bedroom condo, couldn't get enough air. Doing nostrils, defenseless, going through it. Didn't mean to do it, lived it up as one of the best. Lying dead in cardiac arrest, a victim from pills, dead for real. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Dope boy pulled up in the Bentley. Are you not? Are you with me? Pulled off doing 60. This young man was a fool. Caught out in the hustler's pool, tight on ends, in need to make a friend. Sideways in the parking lot, put out the ziplock. Gotta make sure you ain't a cop. Gave him a sample, much more than he could handle. Teeth get the chattering, pain in his abdomen. Feeling strange, couldn't get a hold of things. Music blasting, seatbelt unfastened. Overdosed while the driver was laughing. Thought he was sleeping, the seat was leaking. Shook him up multiple times, he ain't breathing. Wiped the cold sweat off his face. Nobody called for help that day. Left that ass outside, going without a trace. Missing half his face. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Do you see what addiction is doing to people? Passed out in front of family, on the curb, bums on the subway. Fiends lean on the steps with a needle. The side effects is death till there ain't nothing left. Drive up windows, convenient pharmacies, a corrupt medical in many countries. Commercials selling the grip. Call now, toll free. The man in the office with the wicked sneeze. The warehouse stores it to a certain degree. Prescribed to doctors, killing patients, celebrities. The biggest killer, most definitely. The bigger the pill, the bigger the feeling. Dying on the floor and the ceiling spinning. Time to make a mental decision. Because addiction's nothing but an inner confliction. Flame ya. Addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya. Danger, addiction will change ya. Danger, addiction will flame ya.
That again was Addiction from the Truth EP. We're speaking to recording artist Kyle Knight today, not only about this project, but what it's been like for him to see the response to it and to be able to share it with all of you. Social media is just one of the ways, Kyle, that you've been able to stay connected with your fans. You also have been out there performing these songs. Let's talk about the internet first of all. I mean, it's one thing for you to have people around you who are, responding to your music and supporting you. What has it been like for you to hear from people around the world who you don't even know, who are finding you online and kind of becoming a part of this journey with you?
It's been amazing, and I mean it's been really heartwarming, and I mean these people are really just awesome, ultimate supporters, and I really thank the Lord for them taking an interest in Kyle Knight music.
Yeah. And I think to be able to have those supporters has to mean a lot, and to know that you have men and women, people of different ages, that are seeking you out, that are finding you online. Do you feel a certain responsibility, Kyle, as an artist, to be able to not only, of course, to put out quality work, but to make sure that you're doing something of substance?
Of course, I do feel a responsibility is to get the world really good lyrics and the best songs from my heart that I can. And, songs and the lyrics and material that can impact the world and that could change the world. And their response and them understanding the content that I'm bringing to them, it really just drives me to do the best job that I can as an artist.
And I think that's, again, what people do appreciate. So that's going to lead us into the next single that's on the project that we're discussing today, Kyle, and that is Hey Sister. A lot for us to talk about with this. First of all, let's start with the song itself. How did the song itself come about?
The song itself came about, Hey Sister is like a life song. I've been writing Hey Sister all my life. And it's just a fantastic song because it's women appreciation, women empowerment. And this is really to empower women and to have women to respect themselves and to respect their bodies as women, you know, and it's really motivational, it's extremely inspirational, and it's something that you really would not stop listening to. I mean, it's live instrumentation. There's a violin solo as well as live drum tracks in the actual song Hey Sister, and of course, you know, which is great, is there's no samples. You know, I mean, it's all original and it's all straight from the heart.
Yeah, and that being straight from the heart, I think, means a whole lot as well. Now that leads us then to the video, which I got a chance to watch online, and you were kind of talking about a bit of it even in one of the interviews that I was able to see you do. Kyle, I mean, did you feel as though you were having a pinch me moment when you kind of saw it all kind of come together with that video?
It was definitely a deja vu. That because, you know, it was something and really putting a visual storyboard music video behind Hey Sister, and just the way how it worked out. Director Jesus R. It is a fantastic video, and we are super duper excited to put it out on August 30th. It's an exclusive party that we're holding at the Sugar Bar to debut the video Hey Sister.
Yeah. And, you know, and as part of that, you're getting the fans involved as well. We're going to talk more about that and how they can be a part of that special event for you. Kyle, for those, though, who have not had a chance to hear it, here is Hey Sister by Kyle Knight. We'll be back with our final moments with Kyle right after this.
Hey there, sister, everyone knows it's not right the way you do your body at night. A way out, all you gotta do is get it right. Know what you don't even think, is your mind in sync? Hey there, sister, don't do that on your back every day just for some pay. Common sense, it'll all come your way. Hey there, sister, no man in his right mind will ever kiss you. Instead, he'd rather dish you. They see you day by day. They know that your life is a stray. You've been around the block. They pick you up along the way. Got some advice. Hey, sister, get it right. Saying you a working girl that ain't working. No pins, low skirt, money flirting. The player pimps know you. Your rep's a bad one, and you know it too. What you gonna do? Hey there, sister. 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 Women in the world are precious jewel. Bad guys treating women like tools. Extremely cruel. No answers to what you do. Black eyes, broken noses, abusing you. The deepest cries when you get around your girls. They can see the pain in your eyes. Hey sister, time to get it right. Even if it means that you gotta leave tonight. A lot of guys be back smacking. What's love got to do with the way that he's acting? Living room full of boxes. You already packed. Sister, turn away and never look back. Put yourself way beyond yourself, cause no one's gonna love you how you should love yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I see you walking out. Hit him in his wallet instead of in his mouth. Hey there, sister. 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 The choice is yours. What you gonna do? Your heart starts thumping every time he leaves the room. Knowing that he's creeping, lying, cheating, checking his calls every day and every evening. You know the answers, so stop with the questions. You've been here before, be a woman, start correcting. It's your love, your time, your direction. It's all about you. Don't be a number two. You deserve more. Not some chick's panties on the floor. Does it come when you can't take it no more? Your love is priceless, not a throwaway thing. More precious than a title or a diamond ring. And use your head on this one. Be smart and not dumb. Chin up, sister, and choose the right one. Pick and choose, and always love you. The truth will get you through. Hey there, sister. 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 Hey there, sister.
That again was Hey Sister by recording artist Kyle Knight. Kyle has been joining us this segment to talk to us not only about his love of music, but what it's been like for him to share that music with all of you, has been able to have the courage to be able to release the music that he wants to be able to release, and then, of course, to be able to share it with all of you, and the way that he's been able to see the way that people have responded to it. The EP is called The Truth. We've been able to hear two selections from it today, one being Addiction, and the other one being Hey Sister. You can get those singles individually through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite online retailer, or you can buy the entire EP. It's also available through our friends on Amazon.com as well. So, I mentioned the fans being involved in this whole thing that you're doing, especially with the entire video being released. As I said in the interview, I got a chance to watch you do, Kyle. We were able to see snippets of it in that as you kind of talked about the song. I mean, talk to us about what you're doing to kind of bring the fans in and to kind of let them be a part of this special day for you.
Some things that we're doing, we're giving away merchandise, promotional merchandise, glow-in-the-dark wristbands, also backpacks. We're giving away free copies of the CDs, and we're really connecting with the fans. And we're out there performing this Saturday. Tomorrow, I'll be at Strayer College in D.C., and we're getting out there and we're rocking the stage, and we're sharing the good vibes.
Yeah. What is the stage performance like for you, Kyle? I'm always curious about that when I talk to artists. I mean, it's one thing for you to be in the studio recording a project like this, but what is it like for you when you're up on that stage and able to kind of feel the energy from the crowd as well as see the response to it?
Well, it's an overwhelming, great feeling. There is no other feeling on earth than being on stage and receiving the blessings, cheers from the audience. Just last week, I was performing at Harlem Week, and there's one thing of being an artist, of being prepared and being ready, right as I was getting into The Truth, the music shut off, but I just kept going, and the audience was digging it and just got into me rapping, and they just began clapping and things like that, and it was even better than he didn't put the music on. Then if the music came on, it was better than originally planned, and it was just a great experience. Being on stage is just a wonderful. It's just a wonderful experience.
Yeah, is that where you feel the most at home at this point when you're up on stage? Where
I feel the most at home, that's a very good question, is definitely in the studio and on stage, and, of course, right on the edge of my bed writing lyrics.
There you go. So I think the whole creative process there, man, is something that you enjoy, and it's great that you've been able to share that with other people. Again, everyone, Kyle Knight has been our guest. We're talking with Kyle not only about the experience of being able to do what he loves musically, but to be able to share that with all of you. His project is called The Truth. You all can be able to get it, as I said, through your favorite online retailer, but also, of course, for those that are being able to follow Kyle online, and we're about to tell you all how you can stay connected with him. You can find out when he's going to be in a city near you. One of the big things he's preparing for as we wrap up this month is the full release. We've been able to see snippets of it, but the full release of the video for the single Hey Sister will be available. So, Kyle, let our audience know, how can they stay connected with you and kind of keep up with all the great things going on with you?
Okay. Well, you can grab me at Kyle Knight Music and KyleKnightMusic.com. There's only one social media handle that's different. That's Kyle Knight at Facebook. That's Kyle P. Lyric Publishing, LLC. But everywhere else, you can catch me at Kyle Knight Music, KyleKnightMusic.com.
All right, so make sure you all take advantage of that for sure. Kyle, man, congratulations to you, man. Keep up all the great work, and we look forward to having you back on the program again, man.
Thanks so much, and it's been an honor. Thanks for having me on. Thank you.
Hey, the pleasure's definitely all mine. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late, you missed part of the conversation with Kyle, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site, so head over to Facebook.com/CyrusWebb or go over to Twitter.com/CyrusWebb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Again, as I mentioned, the truth is available now, so make sure you all add it to your playlist. Make sure you all support it and tell your friends about it as well. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.